Well, hello, hello. Thank you
Hi.
for joining us for this very special career webinar, an amazing segment about a very specific research for military spouses. Now, excuse me. We have an echo here in a little bit, so can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. There we are. We're fixed now. So what happened was we were testing our sound to make sure that we were live on one of the other platforms. So if you are watching us, please tell us where are you watching from, because we are in about 10 different locations, 10 different platforms and different pages. So if you're watching us, tell us where you're watching from. So make sure you post your comments. Make sure you follow Blue Star Families, share, like, and may give us some thumbs up so that we can continue to bring you live segments. And today I have Missy from Instant Teams. So if you don't know who Missy is, let me tell you, she is that amazing lady who creates those live segments that tells you, the job seeker, the remote job seeker, what Instant Teams is hiring for. Am I correct, Missy?
Absolutely. And just helping military spouses and veterans get into jobs to work 100% remote, work from home.
So, Missy, tell us about yourself and how are you tied into our military lifestyle? How did you, first of all, got involved with this amazing work that you do at Instant Teams?
Yes, so I have a background in human resources, both military and federal. I'm not a veteran. I worked for the military, human resources S1 side in the Army, and I am a military spouse of 18 years. My husband is active duty Army, and we are stationed here at JBLM. And so I'm very familiar with Blue Star Families and love everything that they stand for, and also very familiar with Instant Teams. I have fangirled them since they were Mad Skills. And so the opportunity to work with them was just a dream come true. And not only to do the work that I love, but also to help out the community that I'm a part of and to help out my peers. So that is a little bit about me, and I love what I do.
And we love that you are here and that you love what you do. And I'm with you. I've been Mad Skills when they first started and then now Instant Teams. And so for the longest time, I'm all myself a huge fanatic of your great work. And now, Misty, we're here to talk about our workers' development and the current changes that has really impacted our community. Nowadays, digital literacy skills just allow us, remote workers, or even not even remote workers, but the current environment to collaborate, connect with each other, and therefore strengthens our teamwork and our efforts to really carry on our corporates or nonprofits missions, correct? And so we're here to talk about this very unique, what would we call it, a class or project that you have coming up, but this is your baby project, correct? So tell us about what this Digital Readiness Bootcamp it's all about.
Okay, so Instant Teams saw a need. There was this dire need with the shift that our culture took at the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic that started last year. You know, we were obviously Instant Teams before that, but we really noticed when so many people were flooding into the remote workforce, the skills just weren't there. The confidence wasn't there. So we saw this need and we filled the need. We created this Digital Readiness Bootcamp so that we can give people the confidence to go into a 100% remote work from home job and know what they're doing and not be intimidated by all of the platforms and just the 100% digital environment. And so this particular boot camp is whether you're ready to ramp up or you're ready to grow, the Digital Readiness Bootcamp will get you on the right track for remote work. It's a 5-day course that will offer insight into the top tools and platforms that our remote workforce uses every day to excel at their positions. So you'll learn to utilize Google Workspace, Slack, ClickUp, and how to get recognized when creating a profile in Arty, which is the Instant Teams profile. So after this boot camp, you'll definitely be ready to take on remote work like a remote work ready pro.
That's wonderful, because I know, really, I mean, we've been talking, in fact, back to our days as a math skills enthusiast. Remote work has been a discussion on our community for the longest time. And I think we came to the conclusion that it's not because we want to stay home and work from home and the convenience of not having to commute. It's more so, I think, in our community, in the military spouse community, was because of just being able to have that portable career and not have to have that gap. So remote appeared to be ideally, because we would just pick up and go and continue working the next day or the next week or whatever you settle. But nowadays, with as a result of all these incredible growth in the remote space, and now that employers have understood it and have captured that, hey, it does work. Hybrid models can actually be adapted. People can actually work 2 days a week, 3 days a week, or why not the whole week? And I'm very excited that you guys are facilitating these essential skills, or this particular training, so that people can get into it and just get active with their skills and their strengths. So tell us about, what is the timeline and how does it work when it comes to this boot camp?
Absolutely. So our boot camp is March 22nd through the 26th. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We have specific courses set up each day. And then Friday, I'm hosting a live Q&A with one of my pals from marketing, Joey, and we will be answering any questions that might have come up over the week as you're going through these courses. So it's a week-long commitment. However, the courses themselves are bite-sized pieces. So it's digestible. It's definitely not something that's going to overwhelm you and take up your entire day.
I love that, digestible and bite-sized, because that's really sometimes it can be overwhelming. You do want to commit to remote work. You do want to, just really get ready. But however, also a lot of us continue to do the homeschooling at home, virtual learning. And so there's a lot of interruptions. As much as we really feel like we're ready, there's a lot of pieces that needs to get us to be ready and to be equipped for us to really move into the next opportunity. Now, what happens if I cannot attend or engage in one of the days during these recordings?
Luckily, I learned how to screen record, and we were able to record these sessions. So if you're not able to attend for a particular day, these are all pre-recorded. So they're self-paced. You can watch them at your leisure when you have time. As you saw earlier, real life here, I've got a child who's doing 100% virtual schooling at home. We get it. We totally understand. Instant Teams is 94% military spouses. We're all in the same storm, different boats, same storm. We understand. So definitely this is something that you can do self-paced. The only thing that is definitely at a hard time is going to be our Q&A on Friday.
And you definitely want to be for the Q&A, because anything that you might have missed or didn't sink in throughout the week with any of the learning lessons, I would love to Q&A. In fact, that's why we're doing right now a pre-Q&A of the Q&A. Correct.
Right.
Just to call it of that. Exactly. Now, I want to encourage those that are watching, and we have a lot of supporters and enthusiasts and fans, as well as job seekers and military spouses who are watching us right now. Please post your comments and your questions, and we'll designate a little bit of a time towards the end of our discussion to cover those questions for you. And so, but also let us know where you're watching. We want to make sure that you are highlighted and your community gets represented. Woo-hoo. And so if you are, again, we're broadcasting directly into, we are in multiple channels and pages. We're on LinkedIn, and we love to hear, and we love to give Misty as well as the Instant team a big shout out for the great work. So definitely post your comments and let us know where you're watching. How can I get involved? What's next? What do I need to do to get enrolled in this boot camp and really get into and ramp up my work readiness for the digital world?
Fantastic. So the first step that you're going to do is go to our website. You can go to www.instantteams.com/bootcamp, and that will take you to go register for our bootcamp. However, to be eligible for Instant Teams positions, you have to have a profile, and you can create your profile at www.instantteams.com/join. Once you create a profile, and you'll find this out on Thursday's video, creating your profile is an essential piece of finding success with Instant Teams. So making sure that you fill out your bio, that you list skills, numerous skills. I see so many people and they only list 3 skills, and I'm like, oh, I know you have more skills than that. Show me some more. Filling out your work history and your career history, making sure that we have that resume to look at, because, and I'll show in my video on Thursday, when I'm matching, I don't get to see the whole picture. I see a very small snippet. So it's very important to fill out all of the spots on your already profile. And we go over that in depth on Thursday. And so once you have your Instant Teams profile and you've filled it out comprehensively, we have a Facebook group for active job seekers, and you can find it on Remote Queue by Instant Teams. And once you have your profile, you can join that group. I help moderate that, so I'll probably be the one accepting your request to join. And that is where sometimes we post exclusive jobs there, and we don't share with anybody else. We just post it right there, so you get the first dibs on any available jobs. We also go live for 5 every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we go and we broadcast live and we talk about the available jobs that we have. And yeah, that's the best way to get involved. I'm always available. Anybody can reach out to me at any time. I'm kind of all over social media, but I'm also part of that Facebook group as well. But I'm always more than happy to help anybody. I'm a fellow military spouse. I know what it's like to have to walk away from your job between what I think our shortest time at a duty station was 18 months. So I get it. I totally understand. And I know how much and how important it is to have that job that you can just close your laptop and be like, as soon as I get internet at my new place, I'm good.
Exactly. And that's key right here. When you said go online and create your profile, but go beyond creating your profile. Do what, I often like to sort of say out there or encourage people, be career ready. And that means you take all the steps to really highlight your skills, like Misty said, your skills, your background, things. Don't just, it's not a name and an email and that's it. That's not a profile.
Right.
You have to come back, you have to tailor, you have to share a little bit of your accomplishments as well as any other great information that you do, and brag about yourself all the time, because behind the scenes, we quite often don't feel comfortable about it, but this is your time. And then this is a great organization, Instant Teams, and like Misty said, they're all military spouses, and this is work remote for military spouses. So it makes sense for you to be digitally ready and linked up with Instant Teams.
Yes.
Anything else, Missy, that we should know about what's next? But what's our next call to action?
Yes, definitely. So after you go through the Digital Readiness Bootcamp, if you still feel hesitant or you still don't have that bolstered confidence that we're really hoping you walk away with after the bootcamp, we just launched, this is so exciting, we just launched our new Accelerate program. And this program is geared, we have 4 different groups, but this is geared towards people who would like to work remote, but they're entry level. And this is an entry level remote work course designed for individuals who are just stepping into remote work, so they don't have that familiarity. And this is a course that will definitely, put all those tools in their tool belt to strengthen that confidence to go into a 100% digital environment in the workplace. We also have a Grow Remote course, and this is designed for remote workers who are looking to upskill their remote skills. If they want to, kick things up a notch, we've got a course for that. So they can definitely check that out also at instantteams.com/accelerate, EXCELERATE.
Wonderful. That's incredibly cool. Excuse me. My throat dry up a little bit. So, but this is amazing because there's multiple opportunities for you to get involved regardless. So if for some reason your week is just a little bit overwhelming or it's just not the right timing for this digital bootcamp, there's options for you to get involved. And then, one of the things that I always like to encourage a little bit of our participants through our program, through Spouse Force, is if not now, at least now know the tools that are needed so that when you do settle, when you do have those, 6 months from now, or kids go back to school in a few months or so, or just things change a little bit, right?
Right.
Then you are ready. Your checklist, it already has a few things on it. All you have to do is start executing, start checking. Okay, got it. Bootcamp, okay. Digital, got it. Training, number 2, 3, done. And also, you also have the contacts and the right resources for you to go back and navigate and connect, as well as explore new options. So
definitely,
I love that.
networking is huge. And as you know, you and I met through a networking event. So that is something that is huge. And I welcome people to connect with Instant Teams on LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Missy Broadhurst. Also, I want to throw out a reminder there. Registration for the Digital Readiness Bootcamp ends on Sunday. So make sure you register. It's free. It's no cost to you. Come join us. Come get a few extra skills in your tool belt and walk away confident that you are capable of working from home.
Absolutely. So, okay, just to recap. So it's free. It will be self-paced so that you get to do it at your own convenience throughout the week, except for the Q&A, which you must want to be there. And then it's absolutely, again, no cost for military spouses. And it has amazing content for you to be able to get it just load up with so much information, not so much actually, just the good enough information that you will need enough for you to get, to be ready for the digital work environment that is on demand. And every organization has their own different unique needs, but at the end, being a little bit aware of everything that digitally or just in the remote space, it's required, the basics. It just puts you completely ahead of time from everybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, Misty, so I'm going to take time right now to go over some questions or some comments. And so there we go. So thank you, Jennifer, for watching. She's all the way in Kentucky. So thank you for tuning in. Then we have Joseph watching. Oh, be career ready. Absolutely. We love that. And then the Instant Teams, shout out to them. Yep, there we go. Sign up for bootcamp. Thank you. Thank you for coming over and sharing that link with us. And they also shared the rest of the other links. This is the link for anyone that wants to just find out more about the Accelerate program. There's a link right there for you all to join. So if you get to watch the replay, this is a great portion for you to, again, if for some reason next week, it's not a good fit, no worries, there will be other opportunities. But the key is for you to go on to Instant Teams/join and create your profile to even get started and
yes,
start exploring different opportunities.
Yep, that's definitely.
Anything else, Misty, that we can, anything else that we can highlight as I continue to put comments? Here we have Jessica Woodrow from Fort Campbell. We need Fort Campbell people, so make sure that you share the wealth of knowledge with people from throughout your community. Jessica and Jennifer and Hope, all of you who are watching right now and have kindly put our comments.
We just came from Kentucky. We were at Fort Knox for 18 months. And then we came out.
Wow, 18 months, really?
That's it. It was the shortest.
I've been so spoiled because we got here in 2009 and we just never left. We came to San Diego and we just never left. And when there was opportunity to left, we're like, no, you can actually do the commute and go an hour drive. We'll be here. And so we came to San Diego and just never left. It's something about San Diego that does that to you. And
beautiful. I've had
friends
there and they just love it. They love it. Oh, Kansas. I see somebody from Kansas. I'm a Kansas girl. So I'm like, yeah.
Family. What part of Kansas?
I'm from the Kansas City Metro, Olathe area in Kansas.
Fantastic. I love to be able to one day take a road trip, hop into an RV. That was our plan after retirement, but then things didn't happen. And then COVID hit us with a whole timeline in delay, but that's one day to do. So what else? Who is? Thank you, Becky, for joining us. Oh, and then we have someone else all the way from China Lake.
Ooh.
And then we'll also have someone else all the way from Virginia. So for joining us. Thank you. And now, Misty, I'll put you on the spot. Is there an area that is a little bit more needed? You know, just all these wonderful people that are joining us from different areas throughout the country. Is there an area that it's a little bit more abundant on demand when it comes to work readiness, or it doesn't really matter nowadays?
As in, like,
So like
a position, or
yeah, like more in the Southwest, you need more work readiness spouses from the, let's say, the Midwest, or is it the Southwest or Central? It doesn't really matter nowadays.
it doesn't matter. Anybody can live anywhere in the United States, and they are eligible for most of our jobs. We do have some wage and equipment restrictions, getting into the finer logistics of things, but our jobs are available to anyone in the 50 states. So we even have some opportunities for people who are in territories, Puerto Rico and Guam, to take 100% remote work from home jobs. So it's a pretty broad reach, and we are so dispersed. We are so well dispersed throughout the country. We've just got everybody everywhere. So definitely don't let your location divert you from applying, because the list of where we can't is very small.
That's great. Now, we're just really quick going to wrap and go over just one more time.
Okay.
Tell us about just a quick basic setup. Somebody's watching right now and catching up the end, and if they're like me, they like to just hit just towards the important part. This is the important part in this bootcamp schedule. So what should I expect, and why each day is essential for me to join in?
Okay, so Monday we're going to go over an advanced introduction to the Google Workspace, and we're going to explore how to use the integrated workspace that's simple, and how you can utilize Google Workspace to its full advantage so you spend less time managing your work and more time actually doing it. Tuesday will be communicating with Slack. So Instant Teams utilizes Slack, and I know a lot of other organizations utilize that as well for group and direct communications. So we'll go over how to use Slack and how to be faster, better organized, and more secure than email. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about ClickUp. ClickUp is a project management platform similar to Asana, Trello. Like you said, once you know one platform, you have kind of a baseline similarity with them all. We're going to learn how to use it and how it is an all-in-one suite to manage people, projects, and everything in between. And Thursday, our focus is going to be on building or reviving your RD profile. So we will walk you through a step-by-step process of creating a rock star RD profile. If you already have a profile, it's not a problem. We'll help you maximize your profile's potential to ensure that our talent activation specialists can find you. And then Friday is going to be the live Q&A at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you will join myself and Joey, and we will answer any questions that you have or anything that you need to know to be ready for the remote workforce.
That's all that you need to know about getting ready for next week's enrollment. But also I want to go back to, just again, once again, if you cannot make it, there's options, so don't worry. Tell us a little bit about the other enrollment that we can do. And I'm going to put out here real quick the link for under the comments that was shared by the Instant Teams, which is in regards to the external, right? Accelerate, thank you. The Accelerate program.
Yes, the Accelerate program is courses designed to meet you where you're at. So if you are entry level and you have never worked remotely, and it sounds really intimidating to you, Work Remote is a course that is designed for individuals just stepping into remote work to get you familiar with all of those skills and really get your tool belt full so that you can go forward being confident that you are capable of doing a remote work job. For those people who are familiar with remote work, but they feel like they need to just kick things up a notch to upskill those skills, we have Grow Remote, and it's designed for remote workers who are looking to upskill their remote skills and just take it to the next level.
That's wonderful. That's I mean, you just setting up military spouses for success, because again, there's options. If you're not ready yet, you're not sure. I know I once worked with a spouse, a colleague of mine, and she got very anxious, and just anxiety started kicking in because of doing remote work, not sure about customer service and all these things. And so there's different levels for you to get started and build your comfort zone. Definitely sounds like this program Accelerate, it's for those who are still about the remote work, which is, once you're in it, you love it. And you would you go back to brick and mortar, Misty, maybe one day?
No.
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 Yeah, once you master the art of working remotely, I mean, it's a really great, and it's not so much because you're home or those things. It's just, I don't know about you, Misty, but for me, I just feel it's so much productive. My day just expands tremendously, and I'm able to do so many more things, less hour of traffic, less hour of commute, and it just feels really great to be able to be productive, to get lots of things going on for our mission, for our community. And so yeah, once you join the remote community, it becomes a really good asset for your lifestyle.
I think if Instant Teams had like a brick and mortar on the beach somewhere, I might be compelled to go to a brick
There
and
we go.
mortar. But that would probably be it. But
Yeah, my brick and mortar will probably be an RV, and that's it.
But like we've discussed before, you and I both share the same passion. We're out here trying to help our peers. We're trying to help our community. And there is always room at the table, and we will just keep building a bigger table. There is room for everybody here. And we definitely hope to find a spot for you here at Instant Teams.
Absolutely. And I do want to encourage those, who may feel a little bit ready for the digital workspace or the remote spacing or work from home, however you want to label it. There's never enough learning, really, seriously. If you have already done or some kind of remote opportunity in the past, maybe you're not working right now, come back and join this digital bootcamp, because you always learn something new, and you always prep for. I mean, I'm even tempted to join in, but don't tell my boss. I'm even tempted to join in to learn a little bit of these digital gadgets that you guys will be presented, because it sounds really amazing to prep me, just in general, to be more competitive with and provide better work quality for our mission. But I do want to go back and respond to some questions. You did cover them earlier, but I want to give Jennifer a chance to get addressed. So, does remote workers cost any money, or is it free?
Okay, there is a fee. I would encourage you to check out the instantteams.com/accelerate. That link was shared earlier in the chat, and you would be able to go through there and view the course and what it involves and what the fee is.
Got it. But again, any of you who are considering whether there's a fee or no cost or a little bit of cost, sometimes there's a fee, only because sometimes that's how you can pre-screen whether or not you have the commitment. And occasionally it's way worth it. And actually all the time, I believe it's all worth it to invest in your self-growth. So by all means, if you can afford it, go for it and do it. I also had another question from someone asking about Okana's positions.
Yes.
Let me look. Yeah.
I saw that somewhere as well. So
yep.
Not all of our positions are OCONUS friendly, but we do have positions that come available. There's no real time frame that I can give how frequently we get them, but we do have OCONUS positions available that come through Instant Teams. We will absolutely broadcast it from the mountaintops when we do have an OCONUS position, especially on that Live for 5. I think one time I was like, it's OCONUS. And so we make sure that right? Hey, everybody across the pond. So definitely
I'll probably be tagging everyone who I know it's overseas. Check it out.
Right. So, while most of our jobs right now are not OCONUS eligible, we do get them. So don't let that prohibit you from signing up and building a profile with Instant Teams, because when they do come available, I want you to be able to be there and be ready to hop on it and be like, I'm OCONUS and I can take this job.
Absolutely. And, again, you never know, you will be like us who got here to San Diego and just never left. And I know lots of great families who get to an overseas duty, and then they get extended, and before you know it, they're there for a long time, you know. So be career ready, get onto the Instant Teams website, create your profile, and then just, you know, take it from there and explore different opportunities. Invest in yourself. That's the best thing you can do. Now, I want to give a big shout out to Kimberly because she's ready to work. She just signed up for the boot camp, and so we're looking forward to seeing you there.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Now, as much as I would love to chat here with you all day, Missy, I know that we have to go out and put on some boots to get back into virtual office. So anything else that we can or leave as a call of action for anyone out there still watching or might watch the replay?
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can email us at customersuccess@instantteams.com. And my talent activation team will be the ones receiving that email, and we'll be able to reach out to you and connect with you one-on-one. I'm always happy to give any kind of assistance as far as, you know, going over somebody's profile, giving constructive feedback on that, on how they can improve that and make themselves a more viable candidate for some of our positions. I'm happy to connect with Instant Teams on LinkedIn. Find me on LinkedIn. I'm here to help in any capacity that I can.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thank you so much for all of you who tuned in to watch. And if you know, again, get to see this, it's a replay, you get to explore, or you have additional questions, please reach out. And if you are watching us for the first time and you're not familiar with our careers program or what we do for careers, make sure that you join our Facebook group as well as our LinkedIn community, and we bring you different segments, different activities for you to get involved and be aware of, you know, and be introduced to great people like Misty and others who are doing some really great work on behalf of the military spouse community. So make sure that you are part of the Spouse Force or virtual community, that we're just here to support you and highlight and elevate additional partners who are doing incredible work for our community. So thank you so much, Misty, for joining me and for educating us about the Digital Bootcamp as well as the Accelerate program and ways just take advantage of Instant Teams, of the great services that you guys provide.
Definitely. And Laura, thank you so much for your time, and thank you, Blue Star Families, for everything that you do for our communities. It is so appreciated. And from one military spouse to another, you know, we're definitely eternally grateful for organizations like Blue Star Families that step up and really champion the military spouse.
Thank you. And we're definitely looking forward to that brick and mortar office right in front of the beach. And so and yeah, and it could be actually be a community resource center, right? A workplace that we can all transport ourselves to that community. So definitely looking forward to that.
It'll be perfect.
Yes, all the military spouse supportive community members or throughout, just this will be the one place where everybody joins in and supports and do all the great work. So thank you, Misty. Have a great day. And
thank you.
Watching, please join the Spouse Force if you have any additional questions. Thank you.